How to achieve how to achieve economic independence. And for those of you who don't know, my name is Brandon. Here on this channel, what I talk about is business startup, how to invest, why you should start a business, and investing in real tangible assets. And there's a great conversation that goes on every day. You can find it anywhere on Facebook about this wage gap. Well, not even a wage gap, the wealth gap. But here's the problem that I see with this. The wage gap argument is number one, 63% of American people live off less than $30,000 a year, while in the same time, 86% of the average small business owners make around $71,000 a year. And the difference between the two is that you got people on one hand that are stuck in dead end jobs that, they're afraid to try anything and they're afraid to take risks. And that's what keeps them below middle class. And I'm not trying to talk bad about anybody, but when you don't want to take these risks that some of these small business owners do, then low risk equals low rewards. We've been lied to and told for so long that investing in the stock market, and 8% return a year is guaranteed. But what about the 3 to 4% losses? Then what do you do? On the other hand, now we have business owners. A lot of small business owners work for someone else until they can get their companies off the ground, up and running, and get sufficient capital to build a very vibrant and thriving business. You can look on Shark Tank and a lot of these entrepreneurs, before they came big time entrepreneurs where they are today, worked the job and started a business. Or a lot of them went to college and started a business in their dorm and moved on. But moving on from this, the best way to gain economic independence is by starting a small business. And I know a lot of people say, well, I don't want to start a small business, and I just want to invest some money and let somebody else make the money for me. Well, that opens you up to being scammed a lot. And it happens all the time. People want to get involved in real estate. So, some Instagram guru, they put their money with, and when they don't get no return, then they want to turn around and sue. You have to do your homework. Number one, it's a lot of people out here I know that's watching that you got a skill that you can do, that you can use, something that you're good at that can put cash in your pocket today, as opposed to, going to these people that are online and promising you that you can make $100,000 in the next 30 days. And trust me, I've been in business for several years, done failed, done succeeded, and it just ain't happening. You ain't gonna make no whole lot of money in the next 90 days. For one, people have to know, like, and trust you in order for them to spend money. No one just buys from anybody just because they think their product look good. And then two, a lot of small business owners are corporate citizens. And what do I mean by corporate citizens? That means that their company pays for their entire lifestyle, down from the car, the house, the clothes, the places they live, and the places they go. See, when you become an entrepreneur, even though it's no easy road, you get the chance to take advantage of 81,000 tax breaks for 12 months out the year. And, that's just one of the upsides, but there's plenty more that come along with it. And a lot of people in the lower economic scale of things don't want to take those risks and would much rather just overpay in taxes and, at the end of the year, get back 5, 10, 15,000 sometimes, but the rest of the year be broke. Me, I never could understand that. Give me all my money now And that's it. I don't need no income tax, because if I could wake up tomorrow and go sell a service or a product and make a couple $1,000, then what do I need with $5,000 more at the end of the year? Because that only means that I overpaid in taxes. And just because you overpaid, that don't mean they're gonna overcredit you. Number two, well, not number two, but anyway, most entrepreneurs and wealthy people use their businesses to invest in other assets that make them more money before they pay taxes. And these same assets are getting passed down to generations and generations, and they teach their kids to do the same thing. You know, I know it's not everybody doesn't want to be an entrepreneur, but you gotta think, and you gotta, really sit down, take the time off away from going to the club, and think about how that you can improve your financial situation. And the only way that I can see is, by starting a small business. I know a lot of people don't want to get in network marketing, which I kind of don't blame you, but there's other ways. Network marketing is a good way to get involved. That's if you got the patience for it. But there's other services that you can offer. Hey, if you're a man and you got a truck, hey, you can do junk hauling, cutting grass, cutting trees, and these right here, what I just named, you get good at it, you can make well over six figures. I know some six-figure landscapers. I know people in the service industry that do yards and stuff like that make good money. And I'm telling you, these guys, they all left their job to do it. So you just got to step out there and stick your neck out there. I ain't saying quit your job just yet, but just start your business. Get it properly structured. You can go to LegalZoom, but these people are LegalZoom and all these other cheap online places. They are not going to give you an operating agreement for your business. And here you go using that and going to a bank and opening up an account, and then you having issues and opening up an account, and then if you use that checking account one time, you're prone to a lawsuit because you just cracked the code. It won't be no separation for you. I say hire professionals. Hire an attorney. It might cost you between $500 and $1,000 to structure your company, but at the end, it will be very worth it. Just like my personal favorite person, Miss Aurora Day, always tells us that protecting your business starts before you stay in business. And this is the way to gain economic independence, a way to set up your family for generational wealth. That way, if something ever happens to you, after you've built your business up, you will be well taken care of by your family. And this is the only way, and I repeat, the only way to build generational wealth. Hey, if you like the content, share, subscribe, leave a comment. I want to know what you think. But this economic independence is the only way to fix the wealth gap. I don't care what Bernie Sanders say. I don't care what any politicians say about raising the minimum wage to $15 an hour to $20 an hour. Because guess what? When they raise that minimum wage, that means the cost of living going up, the cost of gas going up, the cost of goods and services will go up. And the only way to protect yourself against high inflation costs is by starting a home-based business or a small business. And it is your way to economic independence. And once again, if you like the content, share, subscribe, and thank you for watching.